Hello, all Liberian. I'm Abubakar Abdullah Kane, CKA, CMKK. I'm so grateful to Almighty God for giving me this time to pass a little message to my people, so Liberia and all over the world. I saw a video on the social media, someone opposing President George Manawia speech that he just gave his annual speech, first annual speech that he gave for the year. I don't see any opposing side on that speech. If a new president of the country say, I'm going to follow the footstep or the legacy of the former president of the country, that's a good step forward. We don't have to oppose it because of he's saying the best thing or he's saying something that we don't want him to say. As long the thing is good, we have to accept it. Let's say if people are there actually in the interest of the country, if President George Manawia say, I'm going to follow the legacy of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, that's a great step forward. One of the clear legacy of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, she maintained peace for a good 12 years. So if our new president saying he's going to follow the legacy of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, one of the things we have to think of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf legacy, that's peace for 12 good years in Liberia. And second, she started some development, even though I'm a UP member, but I was not so happy with her performance. But at least 15% of our expectation she delivered. That is, she completed the project of our late president Doe, completing the Central Bank of Liberia, and as well the Army Barry, that's Army Barras, but Liberia we say Barry, Army Barry, and she completed that project. As well, she carried on some road construction in the country, like Corway Road, so on, and even the Somalia Drive, that is the rail highway, they reconstructed it, and the bridge as well. So these are all legacy, even though for me it was frustrating to me, but 15%. So if George Weah is following the legacy, we'll be expecting George Weah to do more than that, and then that show a good page that indeed things going to work positively for us. And then Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf as well, she tried to put some mechanism together for agriculture, and that's the same platform George Weah is talking about: agriculture, medical healthcare, and so on, so on. So no opposing part of that speech. I don't want anybody to oppose just because of opposing or feel like things have to be changes. Government in the world work together. It's a step by step. Where the next man stop, that same file, that same folder, that's why you're going to overview it and move from that stage to the another stage. That means the platform of government all over the world for good in the interest of the people is go with one step. But sometimes you have to see the speed you move to claim that step. That's the only thing we have to look at. If the speed is slow, we give comment. But if the speed the same or more than the other, government that was there before. We embrace it. The speed have to be a bit forward than the other. That's why George we are trying to do. I'm opposition to George Manawia and opinion of being president, but what God have done, we are human. We cannot stop it. We just have to give the support. That's our country. That's the only country all of us have. So we have to come around and work together with the current government, whether we are opposition, we are not opposition, whether we in politics, we are in politics, that is our country. It's a new Liberia coming on. So let's put hands together. Let's forget about opposing. Let's forget about taking people to Hague and so on. Come on, man. We're forgetting about that in Africa. Not all the time taking our leader to the Hague. Liberia, we have to build up our own institution from A to whatsoever we think we can do it for. In the justice system and the rest of the system that can build up the country, the lot of the system that can build the country, all the system that can make the country to be proud in the world. First, if we're talking about justice, as he mentioned, Madam Johnson Sirleaf and JJ Bray Johnson and Elijah Kroma. We forgot about that. In 2002, 2003, Accra Core peace agreement was Liberia